Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon, and here we play Jank. So today is my last match with the Spinda Spread Mimik deck. Our previous match against Lugia V-Star showed off the deck extremely well. Being able to take 5 prizes in a single turn is something I do with this deck. I do want to say fairly regularly, but apparently not while recording. Our match before that was also against Lugia V-Star, where they were able to gust up Mimikyu and really take advantage of getting the first hit into Mimikyu and limiting how much I can actually do with Mimikyu. And then the previous match before that, would you like to go first? Yes, please. The previous match before that, we faced against a lone Inteleon. They had other Pokemon, but they could not get a basic down. So it was just one lone Inteleon all by itself. But here we mulligan, apparently. So let's see what happens. We find Rufflet. Not exactly the Pokemon we want to find, but it looks like we got a Quick Ball, we got Capture Energy, and an Air Balloon. Basically everything we need to get into the Pokemon we actually want. The sad part is here we do not have... Oh, we do get Path to the Peak, so that'd be useful to slow down my opponent's Zacian there. But we do not have a draw card on us. So, really hoping when I play down this Spinda and get the Capture Energy onto Spinda to grab a Bidoof, really hoping something happens where we're either able to get into a Bidoof or some sort of draw card. We do have a Mimikyu V in hand. We don't really want it in hand, but that's where it is currently. We've got a Pal Pad in our hand too. We don't want to lose that, but we may not have a choice with that. Okay, so it's a metal deck, but we also have Blissey V staring us down. Lots of Blissey Vs going on here. You know, we kind of run into the same situation with Blissey V, constantly confusing it, dealing damage to others, and eventually getting that KO on the Blissey V with the Mimikyu. So we'll see how this game goes here. But we really need a draw card. We can Air Balloon to the Rufflet and retreat to the Spinda on the bench, but we really need a draw card. Why didn't they... Oh, they only discard Special Energy. Interesting. So we do get Acerola's Premonition, which is a pretty good draw card here. Oh, only one? Okay, that's one heck of a one card. I wish we got more, especially, you know, getting another draw card would be nice. But getting a Telescopic Sight right now is pretty amazing, because that's going to deal 40 damage to these two benched Vs, and we've got the Dialga in the active confused. So again, we're just hoping to slow them down a bit. Their hand was full of energy and had a switch card, so I'm expecting them to attach to the Blissey V and switch into it. It will give us one more attack with Spinda though, so hopefully the confusion on the Blissey V will make the difference. Blissful Blast, dealing 40, but getting those powerful colorless energies out of the discard. Really want this deck to show up, so... get us something we can draw with, please. Horror Energy, not what we were hoping for. I might throw out the Mimikyu now, although I hate to do it. I think I gotta. So we will do that, and we will Dizing Spin one more time. Not dealing nearly as much damage to the Blissey now it's in the active, but we do get that confusion, so as long as they flip tails on their attack, we'll be sitting in a pretty good position. We'll be able to attack a little bit more with Spinda, hopefully get into some draw, and hopefully get us to a spot with our cards that we are feeling confident to go in with Mimikyu. Tails on Confusion. Beautiful. That makes up the extra 30 that Telescopic Sight can't deal on the active here. We get a Quick Ball, but we don't have anything that would help us with a Quick Ball. That's the big issue. And Quick Balling away a Pal Pad means we lose the Acerola recovery. We do have one more Pal Pad, but I really want to hold on to it for now. Alright, so we get a little bit more damage down. Zacian is to a point where a Mimikyu VMAX with Acerola's Premonition can get a KO. Blissey's not there yet, but it's getting closer every turn. They might retreat into the Zacian, and that would be interesting for me. If they retreat into the Zacian... Oh, they switch! Okay, so they switch into the Zacian, which means they can attack this turn, KOing the Spinda. But next turn, Zacian won't be able to attack, but they might retreat back into Blissey and attack that way. So there's a few ways this might go down. Yeah, there's that attack. We're going to put Rufflet out, even though we don't have the evolution. The other two are just too important to our strategy currently, that I don't feel comfortable putting them out. We get another Mimikyu, no! Alright, so quick ball, away the Mimikyu, and we are going to grab... Oh man, I almost want to grab the other Bidoof. No, we only have one Bibarel, so Bidoof is a bad pull. We're going to grab Spinda. I know we don't have an energy in hand, we're really stuck where we are, but we're going to grab Spinda, end our turn, and see what our opponent does. If they could Marnie us, that would be fantastic. Get us into a better hand, please. Attaching one energy to that bench Zacian. Going to retreat the active Zacian into the Blissey V most likely. A Cape of Toughness comes down. Ah, man. We do play Tool Scrapper, so that could help to deal with this Cape of Toughness. But, ah, man. I hate to see the Cape come down. Yep, they're retreating into the Blissey. They could have retreated into the Dialga and got to more energy out, but I think it's just smart. Just take KOs as you can now. Because obviously, I am struggling. Even if I draw into an Ultra Ball, I won't have 2 cards to discard for a Bibarel. So I am clearly struggling here. And this Blissey just gets more and more powerful. Spinda goes into the active something. Telescopic Sight is not something. At least not the kind of something we were hoping for. I'm gonna... Do I play it down or not? I can Pal Pad the Acerola back in, but is that gonna help much? I don't think so. I don't think one more draw card is gonna help in the long scheme. Either we get this draw card or we don't. Let's see. They KO Spinda. Mimikyu will deal 90. 90 is nowhere near enough. Honestly, if they take 5 prize cards, we're still nowhere near enough here. Okay, they do Marnie us. Hopefully that gets us into something good. It gets us Ultra Ball and an Air Balloon. We'll have to discard 1 Tool Scrapper, but we'll be able to get a Bibarel. We'll be able to Air Balloon the Bibarel, and we'll be able to draw cards from there. And hopefully that will lead us into getting something eventually. Now, they did Quick Ball for a Galarian Meowth. The Galarian Meowth really not going to help them this matchup. They don't need to hit big numbers. I guess against Mimikyu they might, but really, if that's their plan, they would need a lot of Meowths to get a one-hit KO with a Zacian. So I don't think that's their plan. Alright, so Bidoof goes in. Okay, we get a Path to the Peak, which is kind of a dead card for us. They don't have a spread themselves, so that won't help. So Bibarel, Air Balloon the Bibarel. We will then Tool Scrapper away the Cape of Toughness. Yes. 5 cards. A Spinda and an energy would be great. We get a Spinda, but no energy. But we do get a Professor's Research. So we can still... We might still be in this, people. Don't give up on me yet. We've got... I'm going to go for another... Oof. A Rufflet just sounds too good. And then we can Ordinary Rod... What Pokemon do we have? Another Spinda? And I'm gonna do Manaphy. I don't know why. Just in case. I always get worried, you know? They might throw something at us that we're not expecting. But we do get the VMAX, so that's got a little bit of bulk. We get a Telescopic Sight. Okay, we are cooking again. We can throw down the Capture Energy. We can grab another Spinda. We've got Horror Energy. We've got Acerola's Premonition. Okay, we are back in this. We are back in this, and I am excited. Dizzying Spin. Spreading that damage around. Zacian V getting very close to a KO. 60 damage. With Mimikyu V's maxes, ominous numbers. We've got 70 damage left. That wouldn't KO a Blissey quite yet. Wouldn't KO a Zacian. It would KO the Meowth. Not the Dialga either. So a switch comes down probably into the Zacian V. There we go. And Zacian V next turn will be able to... Or Zacian next turn will be able to retreat. So we'll probably go with the Braviary. Attacking with the Braviary next turn, getting more damage out onto the field, I think is going to be the best move we can. Yeah, even with an Air Balloon. Holy cow. They are prepared. 180. It's going to take it down to 150 and still not be in a great position with Zacian V, but I don't know what else to do. You know? We can throw Horror Energy down onto there. We can throw Braviary onto this Rufflet. There we go. There we go. We can... Oof. Let's throw the Air Balloon down onto Mimikyu. Industrious Incisors. We get Path. We get Telescopic. We do get Boss's Orders. We could boss up the Galarian Berserker. And that might actually save us here. So we're going to do that. Because Galarian Berserker is going to be pretty hard to retreat with a 2 retreat cost. They do obviously play Air Balloon and switches, but do they play enough of them to really help here? Or will we get a couple extra pings? They've played all their switches, so they need another Air Balloon. But we might be able to get a couple extra pings, and that might make... Nope, there's the Air Balloon. Okay, so 30 damage to KO this Zacian. They Marnie us. We might lose out on our Acerola's Premonition. Do we? No, we draw into it. Perfect. Perfect. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. I keep telling myself that. One day it will be true. This Zacian is 30 damage away. This Blissey's 120. The Blissey, I think, is the more important target. But, man. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do this. Ooh, they play a Cape of Toughness. Now, do we have another Tool Scrapper? We only got one in the discard. We've got one more Tool Scrapper. That could be important. Opponent's choosing a new active. Zacian V. Good choice. Good choice. Brave Blade knocking out Braviary. If we could get our Tool Scrapper this turn, that would be huge. Oh, wow. The top deck. The top deck. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to play down... I don't know what. Let's just Tool Scrapper. We will get rid of the Air Balloon on Zacian. Nope. Cancel. Cancel. Oh, close out of there. Take off the Cape of Toughness. Done. We will play the Acerola's Premonition. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good amount of draw. How many Acerolas do we have in the discard? 2. Let's get 2 of those back into the deck. 1, 2. Oh, nope, not you, Professor. Back up. Yes, yes, yes. Capture Energy on the Spinda. No. Just a flat no on that. Quick Ball away the Mimikyu. And I will grab this time. I will grab a Bidoof. Just so it's out of the deck. Don't gotta worry about it. Oh, we haven't done this yet. We'll do this. There we go. Retreat into Mimikyu, ominous numbers, and we got to KO the Blissey. The Blissey is the biggest threat on the field currently. We got to get the KO on Blissey. Now we've got 10 extra damage, 30 damage. Well, if we do ominous numbers, we can just place damage how we want. So we're going to do it to the Zacian V there. Get the Blissey KO. Absolutely huge. 1, 2. Select. Okay. So they can retreat into the bench Zacian V. They can attach energy to that Zacian V and attack, dealing 220. 240, actually. Going with Metal Saucer could be huge for them. Do they have room to attach anywhere? 150. Okay, so we won't get a KO on that Zacian right now. Boss up the Spinda! They win. Or the Bibarel. Oh, man. Ah. Oh. I'm surprised people still play Boss. Serena is such a good card and sitting right there. Serena's just sitting right there. Oh, man. Still a fantastic match. Slow start there. Slow start for us. But we were able to make a comeback and make a big push for victory. We were so close. So close. Oh, man. Our opponent had it fair and square. They had the boss, which I knew was going to come, but I was hoping wouldn't, because Serena is such a good card. Serena was the biggest boon to single prize decks, because Serena can't gust. See, we can still have fun when we lose, people. I hope you enjoyed this video, the final video of Spinda Spread Mimik. I wish it went out on a bigger bang, but I think it went out pretty well there. Even though we fell behind, we were catching back up, and we were seriously like, what, a turn or two away from victory. And if we took the KOs correctly, how we needed to, I think we would have won that. I think we could have really won that. So close, so close. But thank you so much for watching. As always, please like and subscribe. Let me know if what you think of Spinda Spread Mimik, if you think it has certain cards that needs to swap out for other cards, or if you think it's good as is and just needs to come up against the right matchups. Let me know down below. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.